Hi everyone, it's been a couple of weeks, so welcome to the weekly video. It is horrendous outside today, as it has been most of this week, so I don't even want to get up out of bed. I didn't set everything up so I could show off the Jaws Lego. Maybe next time. It is complete now. If you're on our Instagram, you will have seen the photos of that, or if you know me on Facebook, you'll have seen the photos there. So yeah, that was lovely, quite relaxing while we were doing that. Really nice and an awesome finished product. So this week I did receive some posts, so I had something to put in a video, and hopefully something to distract you from the absolute dumpster fire that's going on all around us. Just when you think things cannot get worse, they continue to get worse. Although, in fairness, a lot of what is happening is what people said would happen, and we're told that's not going to happen. So, bear that in mind if you were one of the naysayers. I doubt you are, because why would you watch this video if you are? Anyway, latest indicator releases for this month. There we go. Now and Forever is one. So there's a couple of Gary Cooper movies here and a couple of Joan Crawford movies. The Gary Cooper movies are that one and Peter Ibbotson. Suffice to say, I have seen neither. I think the only Gary Cooper movie I have seen is probably High Noon. He was in High Noon, wasn't he? Anyway, I've only seen one or two. I've not seen many where Cooper is a star, but I look forward to checking those out at some point in the next decade. And then Joan Crawford. So Harriet Craig has her with Wendell Corey, and a film called Queen Bee, which has, like, really, just based on the title alone, got me intrigued. So that's good. And I've seen a couple of Joan Crawford movies. Really liked her on screen. She's definitely a star. Including the I want to say Johnny Guitar. Please let me know if I'm incorrect, but I believe that is the Western we covered on the podcast that she has a starring role in and is superb in. So I highly recommend that if I've got the right title. It's by Ray. Nicholas Ray someone. Oh, I've gone. It's very early. I've not planned this, and I'm as unapologetic as ever. An Arrow video release was here from last week. A Certain Killer and A Killer's Key. Now these are a couple of, I believe, crime movies from Japan. It does say, anticipating the cool aesthetic of Seijun Suzuki's Branded to Kill and based on a crime novel by Shinji Fujiwara. So I'm assuming they were before Branded to Kill. I mean, maybe that is just me interpreting that wrong from the writing on the back of the box. So I don't know when I'll get to those either, but I look forward to them. That's it in terms of the stuff through the door. Online, I have watched Miss Marvel at last on Disney Plus, which was quite cute, vibrant, enjoyable, which means I can finally watch The Marvels, the film, which I might be planning to do today, brighten up this dreary day. And I continue to watch Severance on Apple TV, which has been really good. Last episode, bit of a weak one, but a really good show. What else? What else have I watched? I've gone blank. I go blank as well when we mention this on the podcast. So I have my letterbox list up, but I also have stuff that I know I've not marked on letterbox because I'm waiting to put it on the blog. Anyway, I'm about to write my review on my blog today for The Order, and that is on Amazon Prime Video now. That is the latest Justin Kurzel movie and is really good. Jude Law's in there, Ty Sheridan, Nicholas Hoult, Mark Maron has a small role, and I highly recommend it. What I was going to say last week. So I didn't really have any posts last week, but was still going to post a video because, hey, it's not like me to worry about not having anything to say while posting a video. But I'd seen a lot of, I'd seen a lot of extremes last week in attitudes of people who have become known within their own kind of bubbles, or nationally or globally, for their film critiques. And I've seen some people complain a lot. I've seen others just try to make every second comment about what they've just received. And I think personally you should tread a bit warily between both camps there. I think people who are too effusive about gifts they've been sent or packages or freebies tend to want to maintain that relationship that allows them to get the gifts and packages and freebies. Now, I'm not saying that they don't provide an honest opinion. I'm just saying they are more likely to want to maybe tone things down a bit so they don't rock the boat too much. It happens when you're having films and shows supplied to you by companies and streamers. There was one time years ago when I was writing for Flick Feast, there was some title, I think it was tied to a competition or an exclusive, and I'd written a review. I'd explained to the editor that I wasn't a big fan, sorry, but here's a review. And they'd come back to me with a couple of minor requests. It wasn't anything, it wasn't changing the nature of the piece or anything untoward. And we had a conversation, and I agreed to make some different, what I viewed as sort of more minor changes instead of the ones that he'd offered, because I said that I wanted to still keep really the essence of what I'd said there, whereas I think his alternatives had erred on the side of caution and softened things too much. But I understood that he wanted the wording softened slightly, and met him in the middle, and that was fine. That was the only time that ever happened. But I know that people are out there either with sites that want to keep the product flowing, or their own blogs and sites where they want to keep getting access to stuff. And sometimes I think that that makes them speak a bit more softly and kindly than they otherwise might. So there's that. On the other side of the coin, the people that are complaining, if they don't get access to this, if they've never been asked to, contribute to this Blu-ray release, if they don't get noticed, just with those people, just tell them to shut up. I mean, honestly, it's very rarely that this kind of thing is the main job or income for people. That's just the way it is now. It is. Everybody can review everything. They can do it on a blog, they can do it on a website, they can do it on Amazon. I've seen reviews on Amazon. I'm sure you've seen them for the latest movie. 5 stars, came in great packaging. That's it. Everybody can do that. So the value is very diluted, and you'll write for websites often not being paid, and websites can always get other people to write for them. That is just what happens. All you can do is maintain your love of film, maintain your, I was going to say impartiality, but when you review art, you're not necessarily being impartial. But if you convey that to others in the right way, you mention how you're not impartial, or what it's just what you're drawn to and what you're maybe kept away from. That is it. Yeah, just keep doing that anyway. And if you don't want to do that anymore, don't do it. Like, nobody's making you. If you no longer want to review films, well, I'm sorry that the latest Fantastic Four movie will only have 318 external reviews linked to it on IMDb instead of 319. That's the reality of it. That's it. It's nothing. I write every day on my blog, and I love it when people notice. I love it when I get engagement, but it's nothing. It's for me. Again, it's my OCD nature. It's my memory aid. I use everything on Letterboxd as well, and it's a bonus if anyone else notices, or if that drives a conversation. It's not an essential part of that. It's a really nice part when it's a bonus, but I do it because, like, I've done that for years. Years and years ago, I would try and write reviews just on A4 pages and have a binder where I could change things around to keep the alphabetical order. It didn't work. It lasted days. It was just too messy and crazy. And now, with the wonder of the internet and computers, it does work, and it's great, and I love it. Sorry. So last week was just going to be a rant about that. So be wary of the people that are too consistently positive or going on about what they get and where they've been and what they get, because, you know, there's an obvious potential conflict of interest there at times. And be wary of those who are just complaining about what they didn't get and how fed up they are of being made to watch 5 or 6 movies a day at a festival, because those people just, I don't realise how lucky they are. And yeah, again, just tell them to shut up and stop complaining. There are a lot of film fans who would like to be in their position, even if sometimes their writing or people do it on YouTube and all that, podcasting feels like work. It's still great work. Isn't the Chinese proverb, find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life? There you go. Anyway, that's it for this week. Some positivity, some negativity, some distraction from the absolute dumpster fire, maybe. I'll maybe see you next week. I can't recall what's due. I think I'll try and view around the Jaws Lego at that point. If the weather's nicer, I can get out of bed. I don't want to go anywhere today. I don't want to go to work. Help!